Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Joshua. And if you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be reacting to, we're going to be watching when Michael Myers started an eternal beef with his sister. And I ain't gonna lie, this girl I used to work with, she told me about the whole damn Halloween series and shit. She said something like it was rebooted, which I knew, something like that. It was like I knew it was rebooted in '09 with Rob Zombie and shit like that. And what she said, I forgot how she. Damn, I forgot what she said. I forgot how she said it. She said something. I think she was talking about the newer ones. That was the one in 2018. Like that's not her. That's not her brother. I forgot what the hell she said. But I know the original. That was the brother. And in 2018, I remember I got the movie myself. I remember that it wasn't her brother. That was like a rumor. They said that in the trailer and all that shit. I forgot what she said. But yeah, it's like, why is you trying to kill your sister? You trying to kill your sister that bad? You trying to end your lineage? What you trying to do? And in the remake, the first remake in 2009, it's like he wanted her. I remember that shit. It's like he wanted her to remember. He showed her a picture of them as kids, and she literally said, "What does that mean? What do you want? I don't know what that means," and all that shit. Like, I guess he wanted to take her. Did he want her to become a killer like him? Girl, bye. Anyways, let's dive on in.
We start off in Haddonfield, Illinois, Halloween night, 1963, the year John F. Kennedy got sniped, the March on Washington with Martin Luther King and Duke Dennis, and the night an absolute demon was born, Judith Myers. We see Michael at home creeping around.
Now you ain't shit. Now you ain't. First off, leave Duke Dennis alone. Secondly, who in the background talking about damn?
We start off in Haddonfield, Illinois, Halloween night, 1963, the year John F. Kennedy got sniped, the March on Washington with Martin Luther King and Duke Dennis, and the night of absolute.
No tea, no shade. That no tea, no shade. I'm not that good with history, so pretty much a lot did happen that year. Damn is right. Shit.
Demon was born, Judith Myers. We see Michael at home creeping around the side. When most kids was out trick-or-treating, Michael was watching his sister get freaky. Lil bro is clearly sick, and that's when his sister boyfriend tells her to let's go upstairs. And when I tell you Michael just went around the side of the house and walked inside and the nigga was already leaving, bro really got his 2 strokes and dipped. But being a 2-pump chump saved his life. Don't feel bad, lil bro. And that's when Michael walks upstairs. Shit took mad long, not gonna lie. 50 years later and bro still walks the same as he did when he was 6. Now that's consistency. King said could relate because he's consistently dropping ass. He walks in and picks up the mask her boyfriend was wearing earlier and walks over to...
You know what? You know what? Hey, bitch, I'm tired. He sure was walking slow, and I didn't even pay attention to that. I ain't paid attention to that. I mean, I was young when I watched it, but I didn't really pay attention to that. Damn. He sure did give her 2 motherfucking strokes and then dipped.
As he did when he was 6. Now that's consistency. King said could relate because he's consistently dropping ass. He walks in and picks up the mask her boyfriend was wearing earlier and walks over to her. And lil bro starts unloading a clip in her, stabbing her repeatedly, leaving his sister looking like Victor's ass. And then he just walks out the house. I know she's sick right now watching the kill cam like, what he say fuck me for? His parents pull up and his dad just snatches the mask off his face and he's just standing there, unfazed. In mind, body, and spirit, he's a demon now. It can't be a coincidence that Diddy was born a few years after this.
Coincidence? I think not.
Niggas out here trading the evil secret formula and his...
You ain't shit. Alright. Okay, sir. You ain't shit.
Parents just looking at him like, bro, you don't see that Eddie Murphy gap-sized knife he got? This shit is like every anime protagonist. Straight bad parenting. After Michael greased his sister in the worst way, we fast forward to Smith Groves, Illinois, the night before Halloween. They're driving to Illinois State Hospital to go pick up Michael, and she telling him like, damn, you really don't want him in the outside world. And he looking at her like,
man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, man, because he's been face to face with that demon before. Bro even decided at the age of 13 he had to go, because when they pull up, they see Fousey Tube and a bunch of patients walking around. And this can only mean one thing, that everybody in that hole is requesting Billie Jean up next. They pull up to the gate and he gets out, and that's when Michael starts crawling on top of the car. And her Floyd Mayweather type brain cells decides, let's just roll the windows down so I can get a better look.
You see that?
You ain't shit. You ain't shit, boy. Boy, Casper be talking shit. Whatever his name is.
That's a stupid bitch.
And Michael starts grabbing her, so she puts her foot on the gas trying to get the hell out of there. Meanwhile, bro just standing.
No tea, no shade. No tea, no shade. Yeah, lady, you don't do that now. She must have thought a damn tree fell on the car or something. Girl, whatever. No, you don't do that now.
And they're on the phone offering up no help. Who the hell could he be possibly talking to right now? They're all dead. And that's when she jumps in the passenger seat. So Michael slaps his hand on the window and she was like, and gets the hell up out of there. So he crawls inside and steals the car. And all I could think when I was younger was, who the hell taught this nigga how to drive? Lil bro been in Arkham Asylum since he was a child. So to whoever taught him,
Lock his ass up! Lock his ass up!
bro was definitely in on it.
Exactly. Yup. Somebody said, yup. Someone said that too. Or maybe it was my friend. I think my friend said that. The hell was that? I think my friend I used to work with, she was like, who taught Michael how to drive? Because he was driving in H2O. That's right. 20 years later. Halloween 20 years later. He was driving in that too. He was driving that old ass car. That old ass jalopy. Girl, he was supposed to be swerving all over the road, hitting, running, stop signs, all that good shit, girl. I'm fucking tired.
After this, we cut to Lori Strode, and ironically, her parents are the new owners of the old Myers place. She's a way better child than me. Knowing what he did now, there is no way in hell I'm going there. She drops off the keys, and when she's walking away, Michael appears in the background, staring outside. And at that moment, he decided that he was going to start an eternal beef with her. And as Lil Bro leaves and she starts walking away, he appears behind her, breathing hard as hell. You don't hear this big-ass man behind you? I be turning around quick as hell whenever somebody's behind me. Diddy's in jail, and I'm still paranoid. Can't get called lacking at 5 Nights at Diddy's. After this, we fast forward to a place where you would never catch Floyd Mayweather at, because Lori is in class and she looks out the window to see a straight demon looking at her from across the street, and she puts her head down thinking, oh, maybe I'm just seeing things, and looks back up, but he's still standing there staring dead at her. And this is why I'm happy to be a fellow non-swimmer, because I would have been in that hole like,
boy, get your dumb ass out of here before you get jumped.
but after she answers the question, she looks up and sees the car and Michael gone. Like, bro.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Meanwhile, little Tommy at school, and they giving him the Disney Channel bully treatment. I never understood bullying. How you mad because I'm ugly? Niggas ain't out here shoving Lizzo in lockers. Oh wait, and that's when one of the kids bullying Tommy.
Now that's what we not gonna do. Now you gonna wait a good goddamn minute now. Cause you ain't shit for that. First off, secondly, I don't know, bullying got something to do with the kids not being happy at home, girl. Some type of bullshit like that, girl. Some type of bullshit like that, girl. I don't know, girl. I don't.
Tommy runs into Michael. Lil bro just dodged death by a literal hair. After this, Michael starts moving like Diddy, following after this pubescent boy, realizing he not even worth it for real. And then he drives off. If Michael knew how spicy he was talking in Halloween Kills, he would have been gone that night. Meanwhile, Dr. Loomis is on the side of the road on the phone when he's Halloween class, and he not even worth it for real. And then he drives off. If Michael knew how spicy he was talking in Halloween Kills, he would have been gone that night. Meanwhile, Dr. Loomis is on the side of the road on the phone when he sees out the corner of his eye an abandoned truck and Michael's hospital gown. And as the camera pans, we can see that Mike done greased the mechanic in 4K. And I don't.
He sure did. That's right. That little boy. So that's the little boy. Yeah. I seen Halloween Kills once. Yeah, I know, and I didn't like it. Shit. I'ma say, first off, why is it that y'all don't want the black people to live? Shout out to y'all, cause that little black boy. I mean, spoiler alert, shit. That little black boy, he was in Halloween Ends and he survived. Shout out to him, but that's another thing. I thought the black couple that left the house in the first Halloween movie in 2018, both of them were dressed up as nurses or whatever. I thought that was the little boy's parents. Come to find out, they wasn't related at all. So, girl, and I motherfucking, and I thought that they were going to survive. Like, bitch, they should have survived. The nurse, the woman, how the fuck? Halloween Kills can kiss my ass. How the fuck she shooting? How she shooting him? And he kicks the. I remember that shit. I seen it once, but I remember that stupid shit. He kicks the car door, hits the gun. She shooting. Then all of a sudden it's like that, and she ends up shooting herself. Y'all can go to hell. Y'all could have let so really y'all just want to kill off 2 black people like that. Alrighty.
Not only that, bro done took his fit. Michael was the original YN. After I heard he escaped, I would have been out of Haddonfield that second. But it seems like everybody in this town unaware. Dr. Loomis got Forrest Gump tendencies. Bro was trying to keep it on the low. Now look, y'all all about to die. Because we cut to Lori and her friends walking home from school. And while her friend lungs are getting more and more relatable to Akon by the second, Michael comes through in the same car and Lori's like,
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Her friend yells out that speed kills. Bitch must have never heard of Dominic Toretto. And he stomps on the brakes. And she was like, damn, bro ain't never heard of a joke. She out here playing with all of their lives. The type of friend you cannot be around for too long. And then he speeds off, again dodging death by a hair. But as they walk around the out here playing with all of their lives. The type of friend you cannot be around for too long. And then he speeds off, again dodging death by a hair. But as they walk around the corner, Michael's standing behind a bush. I'm crying. At this point in the original storyline, they wasn't even supposed to be siblings. Bro just seen her at the house and decided she had to go. He ducks back off and Lori tells her friend to look, and she starts strolling, running over to him to press him, but he's already gone. She clearly doesn't care about her life because pressing Mike is insane.
Girl, she brave and bold as fuck. First of all. Secondly, she's an Aries. I swear she has to be. Thirdly, the 2009 version, to me, which I'm pretty sure is true, to me, I thought the 2009 remake was basically remake whatever, was basically showing what happened to Michael. Like, I was thinking Michael knew that was his sister because of the 2009 version. It showed what happened. Like, it showed Dr. Loomis, I guess showing him, girl, what the hell happened? Something about him showing him pictures and telling him like about his family and like, and how he remembered. No, he remembered his sister. He remembered his little sister in the 09 version. Girl, whatever. Something like that, yeah. That's what the hell I was thinking. Shit.
She tells Lori, oh, he wants to take you out. And she comes around to see that nobody's standing there. That's when her friend hit her with that.
This nigga's crazy.
So after seeing all that, Lori has the bright idea to go home and chill. And when she does, she goes to look out the window to see Michael staring at her. I don't know what would be scarier at night, him or the king of pop. And then he just disappears in broad daylight. She thinks shit's sweet out here. Have some self-awareness. You think I'm gonna come around Black Boy Max without Febreze and a toothbrush? And luckily, her friend calls her and tells her she about to pick her up soon.
First of all, call the damn police. That's literally like looking at this, like, and yeah, like, cause as a kid, younger, whatever, I was just like watching, and I knew it was scary, and so I wasn't really No tea, no shade. As a kid, I don't think I had that much common sense. Like now, girl, you seen that nigga 4 or 5 times. Call the fucking police. And if I remember correctly, I don't think she didn't remember leaving that window up, even though he's outside. Like she just seen him outside. Girl, call the police and leave the house. She about to leave the house anyway, cause I need to move this spoon. She about to leave the house anyway, cause she calling a friend. But girl.
Soon, and she does. Meanwhile, Dr. Loomis have bro take him to Judith's grave, and when he gets there, he sees that the entire headstone is gone. This motherfucker done desecrated his poor sister's grave. Bro has no shame. She must have been giving him the big brother treatment as a kid, because what did she do to deserve all of this? And that's why when we cut to Lori and Annie, my son following them, he out here moving like a college coach, recruiting kids at the ripe age of 10. And that's when they pull up to the scene of a robbery, where they took Halloween mask, rope, and a couple of knives. But this genius is like, it's probably just a bunch of kids.
Nigga, you stupid.
Little did bro know that was gonna be the last time he seen his daughter. Should have been thinking more clearly. Now she did. And then they dip out. Dr. Loomis walks up to the sheriff and tells him he has some important information to tell him. And this part really had me crying, because although Mike is an evil serial killer, a bad driver he is not. Because while Dr. Loomis is displaying his Stevie Wonder type awareness, Michael in the back driving 10 and 2 and looking both ways. A serial killer only.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. He sure did. Oh my god. Bitch, when they were filming that movie, they did not have the set. They did not, bitch. I'm tired. That's like a movie mistake. But however, it's an old movie, so I'm pretty sure they'll let it pass, girl. They did not have the road blocked off or nothing. I guess. I don't know. Girl, the actor had to look both ways, or the actor just didn't even think about it. Like, I'm fucking tired. And I know what I was about to say, girl. Not Playboy Max. I'm talking about air freshener and a toothbrush. Boy, shut up. Heat the boiling, reduce heat and cover. All right.
Obeying the laws of traffic is crazy, but Michael follows them all the way to their babysitter's house. But he doesn't want Lori yet. He's gonna save her for later. Walking up to that house, Annie's babysitting, and she's walking right in front of him. Look, bro, the cover of Halloween isn't stopping me from seeing this man. They treating this nigga like he Casper the Friendly Ghost. Don't you know that I can see you? Meanwhile, all of this is happening. Loomis is back at the Myers house. Bro is really sitting there thinking he was gonna come back. They just handing out PhDs to anybody. But Mike is a man on a mission, watching Annie get undressed. Bro been locked up since he was 6 years old. He must be trying to see something. And while he's back there creeping, the dog walks up and he does the most diabolical shit ever.
Never mind.
Because when we cut, we see that this nigga done killed the dog.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up.
Yeah, it's raps. Lock bro up and throw away the key. He is truly evil incarnate. Meanwhile, across the street, Tommy looks out the window and sees Michael. I know little bro heart dropped straight Nike when they seen John Morant went live. So he starts pleading to Lori that he's seeing the boogeyman. And I instantly would have put 2 and 2 together. But I can clearly see that when these niggas put 2 and 2 together, they get 5. Because she looks out the window and tells little bro he's just seeing things. We cut back to Annie talking on the phone and Mike is right behind her. And bro was on the phone talking freaky, telling her that he was trying to do what the diddler was doing to those at the parties, and she was down. So she tells the girl she's babysitting that she has a date, but she like, nah, I'm trying to watch the movie. So she tells her that she can make it to where she can watch it and be at little Tommy's house, and she was for it. A grown-ass woman setting up 2 children. She has no shame. They walk across the street to Tommy's house, and Michael pops up. Bro was rubbing.
No tea, no shade. All y'all straight people is like that. All y'all straight people ain't got no shame. Shit. That's what the fuck y'all niggas do. Y'all will set a boy infant, a boy baby next to a girl baby and be like, oh, he with his little girlfriend. Boy, bye.
In his hands, he got all of his victims in the same house now, but he decides to buy his time because he trying to send a message.
Annie Brackett.
And then she leaves to go pick up all, but she isn't getting far because when she walks to the car, she realizes that her car is locked. So she walks back in the house, grabs the key, and turns back around to go outside. But when she gets in the garage, she pulls on the handle and it's open. But she has that Ray Charles type awareness, realizing late that the door was unlocked and it's hot as hell in there. And that's when Michael pops out the back, trying to choke her to death with one hand. Who bro think he is, the the first super soldier, but she in there putting up a fight, kicking and screaming, but he in the back like,
You asked for it, bitch.
whipping out the secondary straight OJ, and he cuts her throat, doing to her what happens when you get a French Montana feature, killing her instantly, making her fall in the most Looney Tune way possible. We cut back over to Lori, Tommy, and Lindsay, and Tommy tries scaring Lindsay, but when he turns around, he see Michael carrying Annie's dead body, and Lil Bro starts screaming that the boogeyman's outside, but Lori hit him with that.
How many genders do you think there should be? Like, realistically, ballpark estimation.
You said ballpark?
Yeah.
I mean, you play baseball at a ballpark. You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna play inside? Might break a window.
Straight up gaslighting Lil Bro. And Michael ain't standing for all that snitching. Bro waited 40 years for his get back. He is insane. Meanwhile, this is happening. Linda and Bob start talking about how they gonna sneak past Lindsay and how they gonna rip each other clothes off. And then he says this.
Then we rip Lindsay's clothes off.
And I was like, hold up, I know I'm not tripping. Ain't that the little girl?
This is a sick Negro.
I could have went my entire life without hearing that. Fuck Michael, put this nigga in a supermax prison ASAP. They go in the house running straight to their deaths.
Hold up, shut the fuck up. That's what he said. See, he's one of those, bitch. Girl, shut the fuck up. He said that. I did not. Bitch, I ain't paid that much attention when I was a child. You dirty bitch.
And why they go put this, that the lead says that, start talking about how they gonna sneak past Lindsay and how they gonna rip each other clothes off. And then he says this.
Then we rip Lindsay's clothes off.
And I was like, hold up, I know I'm not.
And I'm pretty sure, I hope she did. She should have kicked him out. But I'm pretty sure she was like, ew, gross. And like she playfully hit him. Should have kicked him out.
I'm tripping. Ain't that the little girl?
This is a sick Negro.
I could have went my entire life without hearing that. Fuck Michael, put this nigga in a supermax prison ASAP. They go in the house running straight to their deaths. And while they on the couch getting freaky, Michael in the back camping. He the type of guy to be like, I'm not even camping for real. But posted up like these. After this spawn camping, he the type of guy to be like, I'm not even camping for real. But posted up like these. After this spawn camper got done giving her the best 2 strokes of her life, he goes to get her a beer. Keep in mind, these are high schoolers drinking beer and smoking cigarettes. These boys wasn't making it past 20 anyways.
Bob Sims.
While she's upstairs.
Girl. Back in the day. First off, they white. Secondly, they're teenagers. Thirdly, this is way back when. Well, no, they still doing it way back here. Here, shit. Baby, they was a girl. Teenagers are sneaky and shit. Just whatever. Again, I say they're white. They was doing all that. They was doing all that shit back then. Shit.
Here's chilling. R. Kelly Jr. is in hell because he gets the beer out the fridge and sees the door opening. And right there, I would have been going. That's them palm color activities.
For the white people, I don't act like that.
He walks over trying to scope out the scenery, calling out for Annie, but my boy, she's already gone. He starts rummaging around looking for somebody that he thinks is trying to scare him, and he opens the wrong door because Michael pops out, strangling him against the wall and lifts his ass off the ground, got his feet dangling like the Shea Frost on any chair. And then he pulls out the secondary again, stabbing him in the chest, hanging him on the wall like a damn coat rack, and bro just steps back, admiring his kill. This nigga is crazy. I don't know what I expected from a person who literally gutted a dog and ate it and left it for Dr. Loomis to find. He is a sick individual.
Linda Vaughn, KKK member.
While Shorty upstairs chilling.
All right, I'm tired. Wait a minute, he ate the dog? He ate the... Oh, bitch. Oh, no.
Michael comes in with bro's glasses and a damn sheet on. A killer with a sense of humor. This is sick work. She starts flirting with him, but he just standing there. The type of nigga you cannot take on a 2-man because he'll be scaring the hoes away. She starts getting mad because he's not answering her and goes to call Lori. So Mike creeps up behind her and he starts strangling her with the phone cord while Lori on the other line. She on the other line thinking it's Andy getting clapped, so she hangs up. But she starts getting worried, thinking, damn, maybe Lil Bro is right, and decides to go over there there, and when she walks upstairs and goes into the room, she sees Annie stretched out on a bed in the Caleb City pose, while Mike has his entire sister hair sewn over her head, mimicking her death. Caleb City pose, while Mike has his entire sister hair sewn over her head, mimicking her death, and she shook. She can't believe her best friend got the Tupac meet and greet in 4K, and as she backs up, Drake starts swinging back and forth behind her. So she runs and hides in a corner, and the cabinet opens up, and Linda tucked in there, looking up at the queen. Psych! She down there asking King Von to tell her one of his infamous stories, and Lori decides, hey, this is the perfect corner to cry in. Meanwhile, her tucked in and forth behind her. So she runs and hides in a corner, and the cabinet opens up, and Linda tucked in there, looking up at the queen. Psych! She down there asking King Von to tell her one of his infamous stories, and Lori...
You know what, bitch? Nigga, you ain't shit.
Decides, hey, this is the perfect corner to cry in. Meanwhile, Michael is waiting in that corner, rubbing his hands. He out here putting bush campers to shame. And while she's walking away, he stabs her in the shoulder. That plot armor putting in overtime. You can't convince me that this was an actual attempt at killing her. And then she falls down the stairs. And because she has D-Rose type knees, she can't walk correctly anymore. And Michael starts walking her down. But she can't get away, cause bro done blocked off every single exit in the house. If I was Lori, I'd be like, you can have it. I don't even want to live that bad for real. And she must have been listening, because she waits for Michael to get all the way in front of her for her to break the glass and get the hell out of there. The way she was moving in this movie, you couldn't convince me this was the same person going head to head with Mike. She runs all the way to her neighbor's house screaming at them to help her, so they turn on the lights and look outside, and they started treating her like D1 athletes be treating black women.
Nah, I don't really feel like it.
And turning them shits right off. Can't even blame them. On God, I'm doing the same thing. Best you can do in the Halloween universe is to avoid Laurie Strode like the plague. She runs all the way back to the house, and Michael just now walking towards her. Me personally, the only way Michael Myers is killing me is if I magically become Rohan Murphy. She don't want it as bad as me. As Michael is walking across the street, I magically become Rohan Murphy. She don't want it as bad as me. As Michael is walking across the street, shit took hella long. She yells to Tommy to open the door before he comes, and just in the nick of time, he opens the door. Lil bro is really trolling, rubbing his eyes like he was asleep. Game recognized game. I used to do the same shit as a kid. She tells Lil bro to go upstairs, and not only does Michael have immortality, durability, and super strength, but this nigga is also a walking EMP, because somehow he turns off all the cell towers. And she finally realizing that, damn, this nigga OP. As she looks out the window, realizing that he's in the house, and decides, fuck it, I'ma just lay on the floor. And clearly this entire cast has some Forrest Gump tendencies. I remember being 12 watching this like,
You niggas is just retarded now.
and that's when she grabs some shit my granny would use, looking around to catch him lacking. And she does. Turning around, stabbing him in the neck, got my son glitching. And then he just drops. This is sick work. She got my goat in the Caleb City pose again. As she takes a big sigh of relief and just chills on the couch. My son get around Lori and turn into a straight scrub. This is like getting a feature from fucking French Montana. Prepare for that shit to go certified paper plate. Lori goes upstairs to tell Tommy and Lizzie that there's nothing to be scared of, because she killed him. And he looking at her type crazy, telling her, you can't kill the boogeyman. And Lori looking at Lil bro like,
Check him out, y'all. He dick riding. Look, he got the dick all in his mouth. Look.
and she turns around to see that Lil bro was not lying. As she puts them in the bathroom, and while she's scrambling around trying to find a room to hide in, Mike just walking them down. They had to nerf bro somehow. He got immortality, durability, and super strength. They had to give him raw wave type speed too. And that's when she hides in a closet, tying a rope around the doorknob like that's gonna keep him out. Is everybody in this universe suffering from Shamar type tendencies? He walks in the room and walks straight to the closet. Fuck, they give him echo.
Yeah, at this point, you're gonna rot in hell. Baby. At this point, you're going to rot in hell.
Location 2, and he punches his hand through in the room to keep him out. Is everybody in this universe suffering from Shamar type tendencies? He walks in the room and walks straight to the closet. Fuck, they give him echolocation 2, and he punches his hand through, and Lori decides it's the perfect time to make him more and more relatable to Fetty Wap, grabbing a hanger, making a knife out of it, and while he looking around in a closet, poking him in the eye. So he drops the knife, and she picks it up, stabbing him in the chest with it, laying my boy out for the 3rd time today. And while he's on the ground, she walks over to the bathroom and tells the kids to run, while she just stays there chilling. I know a crackhead around around the corner who has more self-awareness. This is wild. And that's what they're chilling. I know a crackhead around the corner who has more self-awareness. This is wild. And that's when Michael rises in the background. I'm crying. This nigga think he the Undertaker. The kids run outside yelling and screaming, and Dr. Loomis, who was camping at the Myers house for no reason, knows Mike is in there causing mayhem. Meanwhile, Lori gets up and Mike gets up right behind her. My son got Sneak 100 on lock. I ain't seen a nigga this obese since Chris Brown. Bro can sing, dance, play basketball, box, and he starts walking her down. And clearly she has some Helen Keller type tendencies because she can't hear a thing behind her, allowing Mike to grab her and strangle her. So she grabs his shiesty, taking it off. And I thought Mike was chopped, but look at bro. Nigga decided being a serial killer was the best life for him. Put down the mask, go pick up some poses or something. He puts the mask back on and Dr. Loomis blicks him and runs over to him, but bro is just standing there. This is a scary sight. Somebody help him, please. And that's when Dr. Loomis dumps 5 shots into Michael, making him hit this Looney Tune ass fall onto the ground. As it appears he's dead, but that's too easy because after Dr. Loomis checks on Lori, he goes back outside to see that this nigga Michael is gone.
Not part 2 soon. I'm gonna have to react to that. Girl. Excuse me. This
He
nigga
start off in Haddonfield, Illinois.
First off, this nigga Casper going to hell. Secondly, I like this video. Okay, it was entertaining. Still going to hell, but yes, entertaining. Period. Part 2, I do. I
It runs over to him, but bro is just standing there. This is a scary sight. Somebody help him, please. And that's when Dr. Loomis dumps 5 shots into Michael, making him hit this Looney Tune ass fall onto the ground. As it appears he's dead, but that's too easy because after Dr. Loomis checks on Lori, he goes back outside to see that this nigga Michael is gone.
Okay, period. Shout out to Casper, girl. I got these two videos. I gotta watch those, and well, of course, part 2. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching the Halloween movies. The first one in 2018. Shit, the first one in 2018. I loved it. Halloween Kills, girl, please, could have been better. Halloween Ends, Bye Girl, Fly Girl. We know he's supernatural. However, y'all played into that with him fucking being in the goddamn sewer system, living off of his anger, living off of his revenge, and then it's like he y'all can kiss my ass. And then the boy, I forgot that boy name. I seen Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends once each. And then had the boy became evil. He accidentally killed a kid that he was babysitting, and then he became Michael. Girl, please. Apparently Michael just looked in his eyes and I guess the boy thought it was the way to go, child. No one loves me. I might as well need to become a villain. I don't want to say Michael made him evil. Child, y'all, I'm tired. Whatever. The first Halloween movie, they did that shit. And that's on fucking period. But yes, thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe if you want to. I can't make y'all do shit y'all don't want to do. Only if you want to. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys were entertained. Period. And y'all, and like I always say, love and take care of yourselves mentally, verbally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Bye. See y'all later.